Hello, my name is Delwin and today I'll be presenting about the UST-1, the Ultimate Survival 2 First Gen. Our motto is thinking beyond boundaries. So, the UST-1 is the only survival kit you will need. And yes, that is true, and I completely agree with that. In fact, it is certified real facts. I'm so sure of it that I'll even change from motto to no bullshit. That's how sure I am. You might be asking why? Well, it works for all ages except for the free labor midget, aka the child. Yes, it works in rural and urban areas as well as many other parts of nature.
So, normally when you see all kinds of survival toolkit, it will be big and hard to take out. Like example, you need to grab your bag, put it down, open the zip, only you can take it out, and zip back. Then you need to put down your bag. But ours is different. Ours, you just need to reach your hand inside your pocket and take it out. Done. Small and compact.
So you might be asking, what is this middle thing at a product? So some people might think it's a camera, but it is actually a projector.
What the fuck?
Yes, it's a projector. So what can this mini, really small micro projector do? Well, first of all, there's also a GPS antenna, so it will actually project a map which shows your real-time location and updates with that real-time location around the nearest police station, the nearest hospital, and where you are. Next up, we also have the flashlight. You see these 4 flashlights? Yes, it can actually burn stuff. So yeah, that burns. So like, let's say you order Domino's while you're camping and you're very far from the parking space. Well, whip out your UST-1, open your flashlight, and bam, you see the Domino's, man. You just go retrieve your pizza, man. Yeah, even the Domino's is like, oh man, don't shine the lights into my eyes, I'm gonna go blind. You see? Yes. So because it's so dangerous, you can burn stuff, you can project light to so far, which means you can actually make someone blind, burn people. Yes, all sorts of stuff. You can actually change the strength of the flashlight with this slider. Yes. So in order for you to reach to the strength of where you can actually burn stuff using the flashlight, you would actually need to use the safety button in order to unlock that power, which is like an emergency thing. And because we need it to be so small and compact and able to fit in your pocket, you can actually push the antenna in as well as the trigger. So it would almost be like a circular, very rigid. You get the idea, okay? And yes, safety button, which works with 2 stuff, which is the trigger and the slider. Yes, and the trigger. Before you can pull the trigger, you actually need to use a safety button. Yes.
So let's say if you are lost in a jungle, once you push the safety button, you let out an extremely loud sound that people near you locate you easily. And it will send a GPS signal to the nearest police station so that the police can come and find you. So you may ask, is the trigger even important? Okay, to show you how amazing and godly this trigger is, we'll show you 2 stories. So let's say there's an almost empty island with 1 small tree. The sea is plastic. Okay, so you go on a trip to go to China and you're peacefully relaxing in the playing. But in this timeline, you don't trust our products. And you don't buy them. Okay, so then suddenly the plane malfunctioned. And so the plane was burning up and was soon to be plunged into the sea. You are now in the sea and you realize you are alive. So you escape and climb onto that one small island. But then you realize that you don't have anything and the only thing you can do is rot to death. How depressing. You start to realize that you are an idiot for not buying the UST1 and soon you starve. Before you died, Jesus came by and said, "This fella is truly an idiot." Revelation chapter 21 verse 10. And then you die. So that was tragic and sad. Now let's rewind that and see the alternative timeline. Okay, in this timeline, let's say you are actually smart. Same things happen, the plane malfunction, and crash. So you climb onto the surface looking indifferent. That's because you are not smart. And so you are frustrated. But luckily, you have the UST1. Suddenly, death appears. And so you summon your standoff and beat death up.
もしかしてオラオラですか Yes, yes, yes. Oh my god.
Okay, death fades and your standoff fades too. But wait, that was just fiction. Now I will tell you the real one. Same thing happens, you are still smart and you don't have the UST1. You pull out the trigger and bam, a GPS is given to the police and the sound is loud as F. The sound alerts the police where you are since the GPS isn't super accurate and they found you. And now you are safe and even death is crying. So let's say if you are stranded in the island again and this time you maybe lost your product in the sea. So about after a day, 24 hours later, it will release a signal showing our team where you are and we will conduct a research on it and release a rescue team for you.
Yeah, so if you lost it at home, we will send you a text verification first, and then if you tell us that you're fine, then we don't have to do any investigation on it, thus not wasting our time. So if you lost your phone too but you're completely safe, you can just borrow someone's phone, call one of our centers, and just tell us that you are okay.
Okay, so we found this picture on the internet and we think this is absolute bullshit. Complete trash. Instead of taking that, you should be taking these instead, like this, and that. Heck, why not take this too? Alright, allow me to elaborate on why you should be taking the UST1 and not the Pony. The survival kit has solar panels, which means they run on solar energy, and the battery life can last for 5 hours or 3 hours if you are constantly using it. If there's no more battery, you can just lay it out in the sun and it'll be fully charged in an hour. The survival kit also has a retractable knife hidden in it for dire situations such as self-defense and survival, in which you can stab people with it. Okay, so if you think the blade is the only thing at the side of the survival kit, you are wrong. There's actually 3 things. So at the left side, you can see the back of the device. The rectangular section over there is a battery input area in case you want extra battery life or if the solar panel doesn't work anymore. There's also a Type-C plug. Now it may not look like a Type-C plug, but don't worry, it is. It's just fat. These lines on the side are where the knives slide out. Moving on, there's also a keychain hanger on top of the survival kit in case you want to hook it to your bag or anything else. Okay, so there's this thing over here. It may look like a blade, but no, it is actually a saw. Yes, a saw. Don't mind the shape, as our designer is going to retire soon, so we allowed him to cut some slack. So basically, this saw can cut wood, but that'll take a long time. But the saw is actually very effective against sticks, and most importantly, you can saw someone to death. Okay, actually don't do that. So now, this is what we call a scissor. Yes, scissor. Now, if you don't know by now, it can cut stuff. It can cut cloth, tin metal, bandages, and most importantly, hair. Or you can be like this lady over here and use the blade to cut your hair off. Okay, so now let's move on to the price. Let's play a quick guessing game, like a Kahoot game, where you have 10 seconds to choose. So let's say some people decided to choose the 1 ringgit option because they thought it would be a funny answer. But no, that's actually the wrong answer. Okay, so now some people actually put thought into their answer and decided to pick 100,000 ringgit. But no, that's actually the wrong answer too. Okay, so some others picked let's say 500 ringgit. And yes, that is the correct answer. Congratulations. Yeah, you for only 500 ringgit, you can get all of these amazing features.
Then, of course, our product will have guarantee with 10 years plus and 2 years warranty. I know it is quite expensive, but it will last longer than your marriage because it is shockproof, waterproof, and the steel body is made with carbon fiber. And of course, we will give you a survival manual on different situations and how to overcome them with this product. Now, if you really don't want to die and you are still not convinced, we have created a separate product which is a set of items that are able to counter different survival situations that our product cannot counter. So moving on, we have created a kit pig and can be used together with the UST1. The small survival kit bag to store everything in. Second, we have the product for people that can't swim, also known as inflatable emergency watch. Just to tell you that you don't actually have to wear it on your wrist, you can just hold it. But of course, wearing it is more protective. Third, we have the solar panel, power bank, and the waterproof cable. You can use this to charge up the UST1 or your phone in case you want to play some games on the stranded island. Fourth, we have the storm-proof matches, basically wind and waterproof matches. Fifth, we have the water purification tablets. Now, this is important in case you want to drink fully purified water. Sixth, we have the survival banana. You can use this for covering up injuries or other stuffs. And the last one is insect repellent. It's quite self-explanatory. And now that's all for the kit. As I understand, it's quite boring. So just kidding. Still have more in the kit. We have compass with mirror in case the rescue team got handsome man or beautiful woman. A whistle, cause you know whistles are really fun. And 200 feet paracord to tie stuff. And a mini fishing kit which you can use the paracord as the string. And most important one is the mini first aid kit. So here are the 3 types. Reflective, standard, and camo. If you think we only sell 3 choices, no, these 3 choices are the basics only.
Yes, so I have conducted the research on what the Gen Zs would like for like the skinning of the product, as this product will be used in everyday situations. So these are some of the most popular Asian starter packs in 2019 to 2020. So we have boba tea, Douyin, because apparently Douyin is more cooler than TikTok and TikTok is bad. We have memes, and the one that I want to emphasize on today, which is Hype Beast. Yes, this one has a very good marketplace. So yes, I've created some products, and you will need a lot of money to buy these products. So I would advise you to buy the basic 3 options instead of these products if you are not Hype Beast. Yes. So first we got the Supreme Me, which is RM100 for the skinning, which is not included by the product. The product itself is 500. For the skinning itself is 1000. So if you were to buy this Supreme Me product, it will be 1500. Yes, and if you ask me if it's real or fake, well, Apple uses the same child labor as us. So yes, so we also got the light up sketches is 10,000 ringgit. So yes, if you were included with the product, it will be 10,500 of course. So you might be asking me, why is it so expensive, Delwyn? Well, to answer your question, it's sketches. So next is Bape, to avoid copyright because we almost got lawsuit by Bape. So this one is only 500 ringgit on with the original product being 500, so that will be 1,000 for this product. So you might be asking, why is it so cheap out of the others? Well, because Bape tried to lawsuit us and we don't like Bape, so hashtag cancel Bape. Yes. Next is Gucci. Yes, this one is 1,000. Same with the Supreme me. So like I like this one a lot because like I mean look at the skinning, bro. It looks really neat and like it looks almost like Gucci. And since we don't have their logo on it, like their very apparent logo on it, they can't sue us, so that's their problem. So next is my personal favorite one, which is the yes, and we also got the
雪花飘飘，北风萧萧。
so yes, these two memes we have decided to collab them together to create this ultimate product of this you know, the Chinese words which I won't pronounce because my Chinese is absolute horrible. So it's 100,000 ringgit and it's exclusive to special buyers only. But you might be asking, why would you buy this? Well, first, it is for Crazy Rich Asians only, that's obvious. But the most important thing about this set, because you will be using this product in everyday life, the market value for this type of skinning would only get higher and higher. Same with shoes. So not only will we profit from you, you will also profit from the inflation of the price. Yes. So that is the end. Yes, let's clap some hands. Clap. Yeah, thank you. Yes, you may ask your questions now.